In 2023, the focus of cybercriminals' attention should be on the gaming, education, and streaming industries, as well as new social networks and mental health applications. This is stated in a report from the digital security company Kaspersky, which lists some of the challenges and trends that the industry must face in the upcoming year as existing threats change to target new businesses, burgeoning industries, and, most importantly, large sums of money. The advisory begins with a curious statement that many of the attack methods are still the same. Phishing, financial attacks, and malware contamination should continue to be the main types of threats. What changes is how these risks are delivered to users, with a focus primarily on well-known and important sources of sensitive personal data, while new target audiences become the main targets of threats. For instance, there are references to gaming-related assignations with services like Sony's PlayStation Plus and Microsoft's Xbox Game Pass being used in unfair access sales practices. The theft of accounts must take center stage, just as it does with virtual currency and priceless items in competitive games, which must continue to be the focus of cybercrime in the gaming industry. The Kaspersky report also mentions the ongoing trend of new generation consoles disappearing from store shelves and the expectation of blockbuster games like GTA 6, Alan Wake 2, and Diablo 4 as contributing factors to the persistence of phishing attacks. For instance, a promise of discounts and anticipated details might act as a catalyst for the spread of viruses, whereas offers of devices ensure transfers to criminals' bank accounts. The availability of pirated content will continue to draw attention in the streaming market, both as a way to spread malware and as a source of income from access to illegal services. Assaults will increasingly focus on cultural phenomena, with films and television series being actively used as a source of threats both before and after their release. The most recent seasons of Euphoria and O Mandaloriano, as well as The Last of Us and the Barbie movie, are cited by experts as examples. Social networks, metaverse, and more sensitive data. The demise of Twitter under Elon Musk's control opens the door for other social networks to occupy the space. The criminals are also looking at this, with Kaspersky warning of the rise of fake applications, phishing attacks with invitations to new platforms, and greater explorations of vulnerabilities in new platforms that put user privacy at risk. The same holds true for the metaverse as well, whether due to a lack of sound security procedures or the fact that technology is viewed as global and, thus, does not adhere to local rules for data protection. As users and, in particular, corporations migrate their collaboration tools online, it becomes a fertile ground for assault, harassment, bullying, and the compromise of personal information. Although data in and of itself is already a fair trade currency, the same cannot be said of health information. The same way that businesses in this sector are becoming more and more the target of ransomware, users may also notice that sensitive information is being shared by third parties, with Kaspersky citing mental health applications as the biggest risk in this regard. Increased usage goes hand in hand with risk and, once again, raises concerns about good security procedures and potential information leaks. More attacks on this industry are anticipated, along with cases of identity theft and exfiltration based on sensitive data obtained by criminals. In contrast to the health sector, Kaspersky warns of new threats to the education sector, particularly in the aftermath of vaccination. Online content is here to stay, bringing with it new avenues for cybercrime that involve the use of cutting-edge technologies that may contain security flaws or gamification tools that may open the door to phishing, bullying, and data exposure. False institution-branded web pages, as well as emails and direct messages containing dangerous links or files, are always a risk. The theft of credentials is expected to rise in 2023 as well, particularly in relation to attempts to gain unauthorized access to online collaboration and video conferencing platforms.